thinking of leaving the UK, but you're still not sure, here's the punchline. Do it.
Number one, feeling unsafe, all right? And I think that's probably one of the most important ones.
Sick to death of this fucking country now. It's so fucking disheartening what's going on.
Why leaving the UK will change your life.
I left the UK around 1.5 years ago, and I am so happy that I did that, because things were bad as they were at the time, but ever since they seem to be getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And like, don't take this from me, the UK now has the second most millionaires leaving the country out of any country in the world.
There's so many different videos out there that's saying that UK is falling, or that they're leaving London, going somewhere else, someplace different. London and England has turned into a third world country, and that there is no more hope. It's gone to the gutters. London is a modern dystopia. I'm like, what? I've been living here too. The truth is, yeah, London is it the most ideal place to live in? Not necessarily. There's a ton of problems in the UK that needs to be corrected. The economy, for instance, a terrible economy now we live in. The inflation, cost of living, work-life balance, everything is really just going to the gutters. It's a failing society. It's at the precipice of its own destruction. We see this of every nation throughout history. All the great empires has gone through similar cycles. Think of it as seasons as spring, summer, autumn and winter. We're towards third and fourth season. If the first season is the rise, then the last season is the fall. And we are towards that fall. There's a lot of things that you're going to have to face living in England. But what can we do? Like, we live in England. We can only live our life where we're at. We're British people. We're the British chippies. And yeah, I see a lot of people leaving. Would I want to leave? Hey, if someone gave me the ticket, hey, by all means, I'll do it too. In all seriousness though, leaving doesn't solve any problem. And wherever you are, you have to attend and fix those problems yourself. You have to be part of the solution rather than just quitting and leaving anything and everything. It's like when you're in a relationship and things get rough, hey, are you going to file for a divorce straight away? No, you have to work at it and fix it. And in this country, where it's really falling apart, we need people to unite and come together as much as we can. We all face the similar problems. Now, there are some people that are able to leave the country. It ain't my problem if I ain't here, and that's okay. But there's also a ton of people that aren't able to do so, whether it be financially or any other means, that they just can't leave their place that they're currently residing in. And as a culture, it's languishing, it's decaying. So we need to rebuild that and find goodness in our society and in our culture that you can rebuild and unite together in harmony and not in destruction and chaos that we see all around us. But if you can't see the change around you, be the change that you want to see within you. It's hard to find the good in people if you can't find the good in you. So be the change that you want to see. And you never know, by doing so, you might just give way for the next person to bring about that same change too. Whatever it may be, there's always hope in anything that we do as people. Gloomy days are always going to be around, especially if you live in London. England just ain't got the best weather. So yeah, the weather does affect our hormones and it does change our mood as well. But there's always hope. There's more good in people than you can imagine. You just gotta bring it about them. And the society and culture we really have just isn't one that caters to that. So the people who are good are left hidden in the background. But there are always those people though. It's just tough to see them. But you just gotta look for them and find them. And if you can't find them, be them. Be that good person that people look up to. Be a ray of sunshine even in the rainiest days. That's all we really need, is a change of mind. A reformation of your mindset that renews your beliefs, and you see a society that languishes without hope, without faith. Everything crumbles. We can't just live on bread alone. We need something more than ourselves to cling onto, more than just our surroundings. Because if all we have is the things around us, it will just be going around in circles. And culturally, we decline because we don't cling onto anything that is above us or higher than us to create a sense of enlightenment and new innovations, really. So what I'm saying is that there's always going to be something bad out there in the world, whether that be houses, whether that be jobs, people. Yes, do we live in a society where all of those are terrible? I mean, the housing crisis right now, mortgages are so inflated, it's so hard to get a job, and so many people are losing jobs. So many terrible things that's happening in our country that needs real, genuine attention, not to be brushed under the rug. People need help now more than ever. That's why it's crucial for you to be that help, but you can't help others unless you help yourself first. That's why now we see that living a virtuous life and following a set of principles and good morals is so crucial to having a good life, because we live in an unforgiving world that if you don't make the right choices, it's just gonna eat you alive. And I wish we could live in a more forgiving world where you can make those mistakes and that you do have a leeway to correct yourself later on or to get back up on your feet. But in this society that we live in this economy, all you really need to do is make one bad decision and that's it. And life will knock you down on your feet. And it's going to be so tough to get back up. That's why if you're still young, don't make bad decisions. Live life, follow your virtues, good principles. Be wise. You see, in the Bible, the meaning of wisdom is that which adds life. So quite literally, wisdom is that which prolongs your life. It adds years to your life. And alternatively, and consequently, foolishness is that which takes away life. Everything that makes your life negative takes years out of your life, quite literally. So don't make foolish decisions. Be wise and make the good ones. You just can't afford to make bad ones now. But as long as you keep making yourself better and making the right choices, no matter how terrible your situation is, no matter how bad it gets, there's always hope to be better. No matter your surrounding, no matter what country you live in, no matter all the different predicaments that you're faced and bounded upon, you will always be able to rise above it if you just be patient and persistent to persevere beyond the struggles of life. Do we live in one of the worst modern societies and economies? Yes. Statistically speaking, we are under those circumstances, but nonetheless, we have the opportunity to rise above every other man throughout history, because none of them were given a task as great as ours. None of them faced the challenge to live in a society as bad as ours. So find hope in that, find courage and strength that if we can make it now, we can make it any time and anywhere. And remember, the struggles is what makes great men. So the harder the struggle, the greater the men and the people of that society. Just don't ever quit fighting life. And most importantly, look for what is worth fighting. Your families, your loved ones, your faith. These are the things, the quality of life that you must bind yourself upon. For these are the strongest pillars of life. And if you put yourself into this and attach yourself on them, there is no earthquake that will detach you from it. There will be no flood that can wash it away. No storm that can take it away from you. Wherever you are, whatever you face, you will always be good because you know what you're fighting for. That's just my quick message to all of those people that wants to leave. Hey, if you want to leave for a better life, an opportunity for your family, by all means, I wish you nothing but the best, and I hope you get to live a great life in your new start. But if you are one of those people that can't leave and is forced to stay here, there's always hope and there is always chance, as long as you keep on making the right decisions and fighting for a better life. Now it's going to be a much harder fight here than it is elsewhere, but nonetheless, you are greater for it. So take the challenge ahead and rise above the test. Wherever you are, whatever your situation is right now, you can get better. Trust me, I've been down the lowest of lows only just a few years ago, and now I've gotten so far from that and really dug myself out of the hole. And I wish that for you too. I wish for your life to thrive and experience the goodness of life, the joy of it, to have peace, to finally achieve your dreams in life and get everything that you deserve for and everything that you worked. So I hope you like this video, guys. This is another episode of The Third Eye. I'm Thirdy, helping you see life in plain sight. See you in the next one. Peace.